Good evening and welcome to Breakout Sports Broadcasting JPL Hockey here on your home for the best hockey in all of New Jersey. The JPL, this time the Pro Division. We had 3 games yesterday, all club games. This time we get to take a crack at what the Pro guys have going on for the week. 2 games in the Pro Division this week. Tonight we have XHP taking on the Team Goose Foundation. It's going to be a fantastic game between these two squads. Both of these teams having strong seasons. Obviously, XHP, the top dogs in the Pro Division. 4-1 on the year. No overtime losses. No need to go to overtime. XHP, they always find a way to get out there. They have a plus 11 goal differential. The only team in the Pro Division to have a plus goal differential. So that's going to be interesting to follow. I mean, a lot of the time, goal differential isn't usually a stat you want to use too often, but in this situation, you've got it when they're the only one that have a plus next to their name. Team Goose, on the other hand, they've got a -6. They're 2-3 on the year, so you want to see how they can go ahead and step up and get that done as we take a look today. Andrew, Sean on camera. I am on here, technical director, and also calling this one. I'm John McCooch, joined alongside you for the adventure between XHP and the Team Goose Foundation. We're about to get underway here from the RWJ Barnabas Health Hockey House. Let's get it rocking. And we are off here from the Prudential Center as XHP looking to conclude a strong regular season. That gets too far from Esposito. Your netminder today, Ryan Kenny for Team Goose, and he takes some pressure and takes one off of the upper body. XHP trying to work back. Again, only one game tonight, just this one at 9:15. We are just about through the first 30 seconds of action here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Weaving around and creates that off the boardings. It is down to Galante. Galante, a strong player. We'll see it right there, but that shot is just a bit too wide. And Team Goose will go back their own way. He's got some room. Can't get that into the slot. Good way to break it up, but Team Goose back with it with a kick. Now back in the neutral zone with XHP. And here he comes. That's broken up. Neither team able to get clean possession of the offensive zone so far. Team Goose working through, and that will just get stuffed up by John Werber. Again, Werber, a star in the JPL. We've seen him a few times in JPL play. Saw him last season. As well as plenty of times on Breakout Sports Broadcasting, a regular on this sports network here on YouTube. Sordillo, that's just too far from him. Here with 13:39 left to go in this one. Neither team able to get a clean shot off. One shot apiece for either side, and a nice move in the defensive zone to keep things working. Now in the neutral zone, breaking through. Working this back behind him with Pendy. Now it's taken away. He's got one on netminder. He works quickly, winding through, and he gets it through. Opening up the scoring for XHP. And that will make this 1-0 here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. With 13-17, stuffs it through and opens it up. So XHP, again, we talk about their goal differential already getting started and opening up their scoring. Here with 13-13 left to go. And XHP, a big thing that we've seen about them is Cuxty drives through the zone. A big thing we've seen about them, Cuxty working in. And that's a chance slot for Router. He makes the pass, and that one just gloved up by Kenny. Kenny plays his puck in the SPHL for the Fayetteville Marksmen. Got a lot of guys from all walks of puck here in the JPL. They all come together. All Jersey guys for the most part, of course, and Cuxty. Whalen tries to get this back, but it's taken away by Team Goose. Just a good poke check to get rid of it. And now here comes XHP. They've got a 3-on-2. Chance over, and that's just wide. You've got Router in the slot, working down and gloved up by Kenny. Here with 12:20 left to go in this 1-0 hockey game. Goal for XHockey Products, credited to Alex Gaffney. He opens it up 1-0, just took it away unassisted. So no extra apples on that goal. Tries to drive through, but he's sent back by Werber. And now another good work of speed from XHP. Winding through, just loses the puck, sends it in, can't get that to go. Had wide open daylight. And now here's a chance, working through, trying to find this in. He's got to get over. Werber does get over. Werber is always in the right place at the right time. Low slot, chance, back at the point now. That will be blown dead. So we'll stop here for a couple moments. See a face-off as the cage came off of its rearings. Five shots to 3 is your total in favor of the leaders, XHP. Back of the point, now in the circle. Again, just driving this down into the corner is Team Goose. Back in the corner, and that's just too far on the far side. Crossing the blue line into the offensive zone. Gets past his man. Team Goose gave up that initial goal in the breakaway opportunity. XHP trying to set something up past his defense, but they are in good formation. Everyone in the right place at the right time defensively for Team Goose. And now taking this back. And now here comes Team Goose looking for a tire. There's a shot at Werber. Looks like he got a piece of that one. Back the other way. Esposito takes a shot. Top shelf, and he scores. Barred down. Are you kidding me? Accuracy on point. And we've got to see it, because this was a beautiful shot. We're starting early here, but Esposito had that man to his right, but just absolutely shoved it into the back of the net. Big-time players make big-time plays. And now driving, 2-0 XHP. That just goes off of the top bar. Back behind now. So XHP putting on the pressure against Team Goose on the Esposito goal to make this 2-0. Taken away. In the neutral zone now. Again, XHP with speed. And they've got numbers, but they are offside. Offside is the call. So we'll slow down here in this 2-0 hockey game. Sam Esposito assisted by Anthony Galante to make this 2-0. Back in the neutral zone now, and now back in the offensive zone. Quick passing here for them. Taken away by Team Goose. It's not 3-2. It's 2-0. We'll have to reset our score bug here in just a second. Had some technical difficulties. But it's 2-0 XHP. Taken in by Team Goose. And that's sent away by Werber. Now sitting in the corner. Right near the slot, poked away. Just deflected off of Kenny. XHP, chance in front, just can't get that through the crease. Here with under 9 minutes left to go now. This game kind of moving through. XHP with a chance, that just gets poked out. XHP threatening at another goal already here in the offensive zone, but taken back by Team Goose. He's got some speed, and here's a shot, just goes off of the post. Crossing in, no numbers for him, but he makes a clean pass, works through, top shelf, and he scores. XHP making things happen here in the early goings. The squad looking to start their season or end their season off on the perfect note, and that's one way to do it. Already up 3-0 here in the first period of action. Team Goose in need of a response, though. This gets poked through the neutral zone here and taken back by XHP. Drifting. XHP. Another goal as that gets lofted up behind the net. Another goal as Team Goose looking to get one right back of their own. A 1-2-3. What a toe save! Are you serious? Werber out of this world. Taken back by XHP. There's a chance. That's wide. What a toe save. That looked like a for sure goal for Team Goose. And that might have been the save of the year. XHockey Products trying to set something up here. That one was with less. Back in pass, back in the circle, sent back in. Kenny out of position, gets right back though. Just had it in the crease, poked out, and they'll have to reset. Get a change, and Esposito back on, who had that second goal. And now Esposito in that spot again, and a shot just careens off the post. Again, Team Goose had a prime opportunity, but Mr. Werber. Guxty, chance, sent in. Kenny deflects it off. Right in the slot, there's a shot, and goes 5-0 and scores. Here with 6:35 remaining, and another goal for XHockey Products. We'll see what we got here. The instant replay system just went right 5-0 on him. So 4-0 is your score. And XHP already threatening here in this one. So their goal differential is, I believe, +11 heading into this contest already. Getting it up to the +15 range. Taken into the circle, there's a shot, and Kenny's able to stop that one. And so we'll collect. Anthony Galante just got that 4th goal of the night, assisted by Router and Schelling. Alex Whalen picked up the 3rd goal. And now working into the circle, Team Goose. Looking to recover, though. This sails right in front. Werber's going to come out, or thought about it. Stick down, just went up top. And they've got another chance, and that goes through, or no. It went down behind the net. It went through the netting, just not on the side you want it to go through. So Kenny will come out and collect this one. Taken back by Team Goose. Driving. Looking to send that, and Gallucci can't get past the netminder here. High slot, shot, and it's stuffed. It's been dynamite here in the Jersey Pro League for XHP. Kim Pominosi will come on. resume action here. And sent down by the netminder. With 5:09 to go, already through almost the first 10 minutes of action. We had a great save. I mean, this very well could have been a 3-1 game without a beautiful save. And now a chance over, and that's stuffed up by Kenny. Could have went off a defender as well. Now XHockey Products right in front, near the crease. Gets out in front of it, does Kenny. Netminders going save for save, except one is up 4-0. Almost a shot. Just couldn't get that off the stick, and tough skating here as that goes out of play. As we'll take a look at the save we just saw from Ryan Kenny. Just able to stuff this out. And XHP had a ton of opportunities there in the zone, just couldn't get that off the stick, sprawled out in front of it. But XHockey Products continuing and continuing to deliver offensively. We'll see what they're able to do, but Team Goose Foundation in need of a big rebound, need of a big goal. Sends us all the way down the length of the ice. He's going to stay in his cage. XHP doing a good job getting back defensively, but that's a tough chance and another good save. With 4:13, Sordillo. Allen's handed down, and that will be a hand pass. It'll go back the way of XHP. So you get an offensive zone face-off for the blue team. It's a classic red versus blue matchup. We see a lot of very interesting color combinations in the JPL. That just gets too far. Of the commish router. That goes out of play. Nice catch by Galante. Are you kidding me? Odell Beckham in the building. And Andrew almost got smacked in the face by a puck. That would have been disaster. I would have been down a cameraman. And I can technical direct and do play-by-plays. That's taken away, but I cannot hold the camera at the same time. And gloved up by XHP. Let's see if we can get that catch. I might have got that catch on instant replay. It got deflected out by Router. Started this a bit early. And Router just got rid of this puck. Let's see if Andrew got this shot. What a catch! I mean, we might have a guy playing the wrong sport in Anthony Galante. Driving through, and that goes 5-hole again. XHP back on the board, 5-0. Things getting into the danger zone early for Team Goose. Have enough time to check out this instant replay brought to you by nobody. But just drove right on through. Got past both of those defenders, and that just passed the netminder with ease. Driving through, far side. Another one potentially, no, broken up by the defense of the Goose. But another chance. Backhanded over, and a good shot. But couldn't get that off. Netminder stood strong. Working through, couldn't get that through the crease. So again, 5-0 is your score. Team Goose, again, in need of a response. The late goings of the first period. Chance from the circle. Good pass. Working through. Good save. Try to pass that 5-hole behind himself, but now Team Goose may be able to take advantage of a interesting change scenario by XHP, but a great recovery by the guys in blue. Just over 2:30 remaining now. And now here comes XHP. Just can't get that off the skates. So they'll come off for a change. Esposito comes on, along with Patty Walsh. 5-0 in the first period. Galante, who just made an outstanding catch, couldn't get that on his stick. He can catch with his hands with the puck. That might be another story. Tonight that pass was behind him as well. Corner play. Chance sent in, and that's covered up. And we'll get a stoppage. Here with 2:03 left to go in period number 1. I wonder if our cameraman Andrew is still a bit shell-shocked at that catch. I mean, I've been down there. I haven't had a puck come that close. We got a net, the usual netting. The cameraman is exposed as that's gloved up. The cameraman is exposed from the netting. He has to go under the netting. That's usually here when the Devils practice. You got to go under it to fit a camera, and so you don't have to look at a net all game. You got Andrew putting his life on the line for you. Chance at the point. Far side chance. Got some space here to work through. That's just too high and handed down. And the net comes off of the cage. Here with 1:38 in period number 1. 15 shots to 14 in favor of XHockey Products. But a 5-0 contest. Face off once this net gets back on. We'll be all good to go. Whistle blown, and we're back to playing some puck here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Dribbles. Esposito back with Walsh. Walsh driving through. Makes a pass to his right, just two behind. XHP again continuing to put on pressure, pressure, pressure. Spitznagel. The pass out wide. XHP takes it back their own way. Movement. Guys playing tight together, but Esposito working through. At the point. Half spin. That's poked out. They'll have to reset. Driving. Just gets poked out wide. Gregorski. High slot. Pass to the left. Galante, the catcher. Back at the top. Out wide. And we might have a breakaway here for Team Goose. The netminder potentially being tested after a great night so far, and they score! With 35 seconds left, Team Goose Foundation gets on the board. Big time shot. Just was able to poke it out. And it's tough to save a puck like that. Perfect shot, perfect spot. So 5-1 is your score. Here in just period number 1 here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting, as Les trying to defend here for XHP. Breaks this up. They'll have to try to clear. 20 seconds. Sent over. And XHP back in the offensive zone with one more opportunity here in the first period of action. Puck held onto by the netminder, and it goes behind him, and they score! Miscues lead to goals. And that's one way to score if you're XHP. So the goal on the breakaway gets sent right back. I'll have to see what exactly. He held onto it with his stick and just they got broken up and lofted behind. Neutral zone of action. Chance, sent over. Can it be a last-second goal? Will they count it? Will they count it? I believe they will. At the buzzer. Waiting on an official signal, yes. It is a goal for XHockey for Team Goose Foundation as we head into the second period, and we'll be right back on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. I don't remember if I saved this clip or not. So let's see what I have. Taken back by, this should be it. Let's see, do we have it? My clock, accurate as always. And that's a goal. Toronto says it's a goal. After further review, the ruling on the field stands. At least to me, we did it. We did a video review on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. It's the best thing that they added, by the way, is getting reviews being announced. They do it in baseball now. It was always a football thing. They do it in baseball now. It's the best part. So we actually were able to review it. I was talking to Andrew when we came back. I said, I don't remember if I saved that one or not. But we definitely did. And you saw it right there. I mean, I could play it again if you really want me to. Chance in, and don't watch my clock. I was watching the actual game clock. They work through. Team Goose with some momentum after the big goal. Sliding over, big time play on the defender. We've got a traffic jam for the puck. That looked like my drive to the Prudential Center right here. Stuffed in the corner. Nowhere to go. Traffic jam cleared. The rain stops. Send it to the circle. There's a shot too high and gloved up. I'm going to play the goal again because I need to go back and see. Or actually, we're going to see something else here. We're going to see a good play. We're going to see quite the play. They had numbers coming up and just couldn't get that far enough. But a big-time slide to save that puck. It'll work a little bit quicker. It was a funny note. One of the officials came by to the Team Goose bench and said, we got to go to Toronto. And then I said, I'm Toronto, actually. So we have a saved piece of footage for you if you wanted to go back and look at it. Puck drifts wide, 13:45 here. We're through the getting through the second period of action here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Thank you so much for tuning in and taking the time out of your night. It's been a blast to cover all of the JPL. Crossing the blue line now, taken back at the top, high slot, and it's saved. Here for XHP. We'll get a face-off to the left. Or to the right, excuse me, of Werber. Still 6-2. But still plenty of time for the Team Goose Foundation to come back. And dangerous play again in the crease. They had a play later, the first period. Cuxty will hold on to this puck with 13. Neutral zone play. Crossing into the offensive zone. A router looking for an apple. Shot sent high, and Kenny's able to get rid of that puck. Pendy trying to keep this out, but back with Router. Router can't make that connection. Pendy getting clobbered on the side here. Sent down away. Chance up, and that goes sky high. That puck defying gravity. With 12:15 to go in period number 2. Face off to the right of the netminder here. No goals yet in period number 2. Spiked up. Team Goose working in front of the netminder here. With just 12 minutes to go. At the top now. Puck gets deflected a bit, but not in any danger. 2 defenders there for it are now attackers. But XHP looking to counter now as they parade their way down the ice. Wrapping around. Attackers in front. Chance, slot, right in front of the netminder, just off the padding, and another save. 2 good saves. Now played into the corner. Quick move. Back behind now. Sent in, can't get that connection. Galante trying to find the puck here and take it back by Fortescue. Walsh just drifts his puck down, and they've got room. Here he goes, and he scores on the backhand play. And the bench loving it. It's always a good celebration here for XHockey Products. First goal of the JPL. It's kind of a finally moment there for him. For Leotard. Under 11 minutes to go now. So that makes it 7-2. Stuffed up and covered. So that's Greg Leotard assisted by Alex Rauter and Anthony Galante. Again, 7 to do, a 5-goal deficit. Drifting, looking, sent in front, broken up. McClinsky there in for it. Now here comes Team Goose back the other way, working through, can't get that to the slots where he was going for initially. Rubin loses that puck down. With Gorski, makes his pass to his left. Filthy pass behind him, but that gets corraded off the netminder's paddings. With under 10 minutes left to go now, here comes less, but sometimes less is more. Pass back behind, near the cage, bouncing off of those postings. And Team Goose. Again, the thing about the JPL, no team ever truly out of a contest, but that'll be offside. And you do have to be onside to score. See if we can get a goal recap for you. So Alex Gaffney opened up the scoring for XHP. And then XHockey Products ripped off 5 straight goals with Sam Esposito, Alex Whalen, Anthony Galante, and Joseph McGraw. Greg Spitzenagel ended up getting one back for XHockey Products for Team Goose with Greg Spitzenagel. And then XHockey Products came back with Alex Gaffney. Team Goose with Chase Pirtle at the end of the second period at the buzzer. And then Greg Leotard was able to get back in there just before. Now circle play. Winding around. Here comes Les. Les with a shot, that's wide. Schilling over cover for XHP. And makes that connection. Rauter almost had his pass broken up. And no rebound chance. It was in position for a rebound, but no one there to collect. And add another shot on. Team Goose looking through. Shots in it for the point. Almost deflected. Was almost a perfect deflection. Shots are 22-20. Apologies for not updating those. 8:28. Now in the corner. Back at the point now. Drifts behind. And Les will shovel it up. Whalen makes a pass behind him. Looking through. Nice move. Good dangles, but that's gotten rid of by Team Goose. Defensive zone play here, almost right in front. But Gallucci, that puck just too far in front of him. Good shot, but a better save. That one perked up. TGF able to recover. But now a dangerous play. Tough one, and that goes out of play on the save. We've still got a 7-2 hockey game. Both of these teams having their regular season final here tonight. Face-off goes down. And with a win tonight, XHockey Products secures the #1 seed in the Pro Division. Only team behind them, 2 points, 43 Oak. They have 2 losses. There's a shot, almost glove, but wide. He was in position for the glove. It's 7:09 now. So unless if Team Goose is able to make the 5-0 comeback, or 7-2 comeback, it was originally 5-0. Pendy driving through in the offensive zone, perked up. And XHP trying to slow things down, but that's stick down by the red squad of TGF. On the near side, the spin. Team Goose works quickly. They could have something here, but they don't. Just sticking away at it now when Pendy comes out with it. Pass behind. Tries to get this through the slot. Forced out wide. Got attackers coming. Back at the point now. There's the pass. Chance. Another pass. Almost tic-tac-toe. And now XHP back with Walsh. Here comes Walsh trying to dangle. Takes his shot, and that just goes and gets waffle boarded out. With 6:05. Taken away. Good chance here for Walsh and good defense. But again, still fighting for the puck is XHP. Trying to score, trying to give themselves an opportunity. Almost goes out of play, and that's stolen again by Les. Team Goose has had an XHP player just in every passing lane it feels. And now right in front of their netminder, almost stuffed through, has to work back around. You've got a chance. You had less, but good defensive positioning. 5.5 to go in the second. 7-2. XHP trying to take sole ownership of the Pro Division title in the regular season. Obviously, we have our playoffs coming up as well in the beginning of August. The Devils have to replace the ice, so we got to wait a month. Les looking. Les chance back behind the cage. Good skates here. And now Les again. Can't drift that through the zone. Now Gallucci loses the puck. With Gaffney getting in there. Gaffney almost tripped up. Wearing the Harvard gear today. Net might have gotten bounced a bit. I think we're all good, though. And now TGF has to come back down. And can't get a clean play there. Sits in the corner, trying to get rid of this. It's Pirtle, and he does so. Was looking for Pirtle again on that play. Gaffney just too far in front of him. Here's a chance, and that's squeezed off of the cage. Still an offensive possession of Team Goose. He trips down, does Gaffney. And he'll just drive this back in the defensive zone, but he gets it taken away. Waiting for some help, he gets it. And Gaffney able to recover after losing the puck initially, ends up creating a turnover, and now a chance for XHP and a shot, and that's off of Kenny. Kenny's had a good rebound here in the second period. Whalen driving, makes a pass, can't find him. And the net comes off, so we'll take a stoppage. Here with 3:28 to go in this 7-2 hockey game here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. We'll get a face-off. And obviously a big shout-out to the Commissioner, Alex Rauter, for continuing to put this together in the Jersey Pro League year after year, and for giving Breakout Sports Broadcasting the opportunity to be your home for Jersey Pro League hockey, year in and year out. And it's always a blast and a great thing to have in the summer. Chance sent in and away. Obviously a big thing for broadcasters. The summer can kind of be a bit of a slower season. XHP trying to work. By the time you get to hockey season, it's tough to warm up sometimes. With JPL, we don't have that problem anymore. Would have been a great connection to make. But now XHP coming down their own way. Forehand backhand, and he scores! 8-2 now is your score on the Filthy Dangles. Here with 2:47 left to go in period number 2. And we'll see if we can catch another glimpse of the beauty, who just took it all the way himself. Was Gorski when forehand backhand, and he was able to score. Less. Now 8-2. And we'll see what they end up deciding, depending on what happens in the rest of these 2 minutes. High chance in the slot. Can't weave that through. Taking it slow as XHP, but that allows Team Goose to recover defensively. Less. Going back the other way. Taps it over to Schelling. Poked up to Whalen. Whalen looking for Gaffney again and tips it on through and saved by Kenny. With under 2 to go. Only 2 more JPL games left for you this week. I mean, it's a great way to get through the beginning of the week. Some Jersey Pro League hockey. So tomorrow you'll have the final game of club action, the regular season finale in the club division, with College Hockey Buzz taking on the Hockey House podcast. Almost a chance at the slot there for those guys. But that'll be a good battle. The 2 hockey media giants of the JPL. Podcast taking on media. And College Hockey Buzz always showing good support for BSB. Circle chance. There's a shot and covered up. Just squeezed. And then on Thursday, all these games are at 9:15, just like the one tonight. You'll have 43 Oak taking on Top Line Hockey. And that game won't mean much in terms of the first place standings, but there's still plenty to play for when it comes to where everybody's going to be. Now in the Pro Division, going to face off to the right. Team Goose still fighting here, still with a chance. Taking it back, working through the neutral zone. Sordillo can't get that off of his stick on that pass, but Sordillo gets it right back. And backhanded opportunity just gets covered with 54 and a half left to go. So this would give XHP 10 points. 43 Oak stays at 6, Team Goose stays at 6, and Top Line stays at 2. So with a win, Top Line would tie Team Goose Foundation in the JPL. Have to go back and check the regular season records, unless the JPL has any different tiebreakers that I didn't get told about. Well, that could matter in terms of who you play. Circle, shot, rebound opportunity, no. Taken back by Team Goose. Because 1 plays 4, 2 plays 3. Sent in. Chance. Shot. And they score. Top right corner. Just gets past Werber. And Team Goose Foundation not going out quietly. They've done a lot of their scoring in the late goings of each period. A buzzer beater at the end of the first, and this one just drifts up. And good pass out of position forced Werber to be that shot. Now TGF. Out wide, and they score again! Right back to it! The Geese keep quacking, and it's 10.8 seconds, 8-4 is your score. So 2 quick goals. That's the original one, so the first one didn't save. But they go right back to it. They're on the offensive again. Got to clear this if you're XHP, and they will. Bouncing off, and that will expire the second period of play. So what was an 8-2 game now becomes an 8-4 game here in the JPL. Things change very quickly in Jersey Pro League hockey. Still plenty of work left to do for Team Goose, but it becomes much more manageable. But we'll be right back here for the third and final period of action on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. We're back here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting, an 8-4 contest. Here from the RWJ Barnabas Health Hockey House here in Newark, New Jersey, connected to the Prudential Center, where the Jersey Pro League roams. 14:50. Already 10-15 seconds have expired, and XHP, after giving up 2 quick goals, would love to get one right back to start out the third and final period of action. But what Team Goose has done, and now here's a chance maybe for them. Shot goes out, and Les gets a skate on it. Play goes wide. XHP trying to get that in front, and they might have it. Whalen able to take it. Shot off of the paddings. Whalen driving through, chance sent in, and went off the toe, maybe accidentally. He just got enough on that. And that got deflected. But now one on netminder. Can Werber stop it? No, they score. 8-5 is your score. And Team Goose Foundation continues to rebound. 14:02 here in the first minute of action. Team Goose Foundation already back on the board again. Bottom right, beautiful stuff for Team Goose. Just when you thought they were out of it, they scored again, and again. Werber takes it. Here with 13:50 left to go in this one, 8-5. (27-25) the shot total. Face-off goes the way of Team Goose. Circle, chance, shot off the post, rebound opportunity. Can they stuff it in? No, Werber's there for it. And almost the golden goose for Team Goose. Would have been a huge goal to cut it to a 2-goal lead. Back over. Winding around. Gets bodied behind the cage. Got some rough and tough action here in the JPL. Pass wide. Circle shot. Chance over. Can't tip it in. You had Werber out of the cage as well. Traffic jam in the right corner. And this is plenty of time for Team Goose to give 43 Oak a chance to tie this up in 2 days in terms of the standings. Corner play. Almost gets stuffed through. But Team Goose with all the momentum right now. But in these kind of scenarios, all it takes is 1 goal to settle XHP back down. Sordillo sends that pass looking wide for Gaffney. Shot over. That's deflected. He's got Les next to him. Back at the top. Bouncing off the boards. Left corner. Ricky with Shelling. Can't find Gaffney. Les with a pass. No connection made. And almost had him right in front. That would have been Pirtle with another opportunity to get another goal in this game. Les able to poke this over. Back behind. Werber's able to get rid of it. Handing it down. Attempting to at least. Was Team Goose. But now back with XHP. XHP trying to work here. 11:32. Esposito, who's got a goal already. Loves this spot on the left side. But can't get that past his defenseman. That's Vlasic. Pendy. Pending the pass, there it is. Back with Pendy. Pendy with another chance. And that goes off of Werber. At the point. Looking. Pokes it over. And now with XHP. And only one defender back with it. So they've got the numbers and they've got the speed. Can they score? Stuffed up by Kenny. Keeps it 8-5, a big time save. So in terms of hat trick watch, you've got Alex Gaffney on hat trick watch for XHP, and you've got John Campominosi on hattie watch for Team Goose. At the top now. Here comes the router. Makes that pass back to the top of everything, and Kenny able to get that in his glove. It's been quite the matchup. Just make sure to not go anywhere if you're still tuned in here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. And if you're just tuning in, well, you've got a good one brewing. A 3-goal game in the Jersey Pro League. But Team Goose, with a shot from Whalen, Kenny starting to find his zone back again. Stuffs the shot from Whalen. We know how good of a player Whalen is. But these are the pros of the JPL. They're never out of it. Putting a lot of good tape together here this season of Jersey Pro League hockey. Neutral zone play. Trying to create a 2-on-1 is XHP. They might have it here. A bit sloppy there. Just a bit tough there to play that one. They're both on the same side. Right in front of the cage. Looking. Chance. Can't get that through the slots. As that goes just a bit too high. Under 10 minutes left to go now here in the Jersey Pro League. Both of these two teams in their own regular season finales. That puck drifts in front of Kenny. Can they stuff it through? He's able to squeeze it and keep it a 3-goal game. Both teams will get a change. Pretty much everybody subbing off. Shot still 29-25. TGF trying to work, waiting for some assistance. Back over, almost stuffed down. Chance in front. It's like the net came off of its rearings, and they will. Goes down as a save. One of those interesting no reaction situations. Wasn't sure if that got through or not. Didn't see the puck. We're back here in the Jersey Pro League. So Noga, that was almost a big time goal. Taken back the other way. Here he comes. Working through on Kenny. Can't stuff that through off the post. Crossing over. Taking it to the neutral zone. As XHP again have been held a bit scoreless for a while. Scoring drought for XHockey Products, something we didn't expect. As Sordillo makes that pass over on the far side. That scoring drought, unlike them. They've already got 8. Shelley makes that pass in. That gets deflected off of Kenny, and almost a chance at a goal to break that drought. But TGF has really come back on strong. You've got that pass working through. Kenny comes out of it with the pad and makes the save. Good way to slide over. And they've gotten a lot of good work out of Ryan Kenny. Here in this third period, he recovered quite nicely after not really finding his groove in the first period, but good way to slide over and make that play open. He's made a ton of saves in this JPL. You can't look at numbers in the JPL at times. These are a lot of high-scoring games, a lot of high-scoring affairs, especially depending on who you're going to play. Obviously, XHP, they've got a +11 goal difference, the best offensive team in the JPL, as we've seen so far this season. But TGF trying to respond with their own offense. But it gets cleared up by XHockey Products. Esposito crossing in. Esposito just have to bounce this off. Teammates collide with each other. Still 8-5. But without a goal for some time in this third period. But do we have one right here? Spinning around, can't find that pass to completion. We had that goal early in this period. It was 8-4 heading into it. TGF had 2 late goals. XHP trying to work for something here. Broken up by TGF. They scored that one early in the third, and nothing for either team in a number of times. As Werber is able to just collect that puck and make it 7-11. In terms of the time, keeps it 8-5. We thank all of you for tuning in, sticking around here on this Tuesday night of the JPL. In our final week of action before, obviously, the All-Star game on the 30th, and then playoffs in the first week of August begin on August 5th, and we will have that for you on Breakout Sports Broadcasting, as we always do. Take it up at the top, out wide. Chance over, Werber covers. 30-29 is your shot total here tonight. It was a Ben Yurchuk goal early at 14-11, at the 14-11 mark in the third period. And again, nothing for either squad since that 14-11 mark. Driving through, tries to stuff this up, and Kenny able to just hold on to that puck. XHP has not scored since there was 2:47 left in period number 2. Obviously, they don't need it. But they might need one if TGF continues to climb, continues to strike, and clearing that out of the crease, my goodness. Well, they called it a goal. They called it a goal. So I'd imagine a bit of confusion here. We'll have some discussion. I got to look back at the tape. I didn't think that went through. I got to find it. I got to look back at it. No goal. I checked the tape. We went back to Toronto, and as far as I can tell, it just sat in the crease. Taken back by XHP. Yeah, we don't have the perfect angle of it as that just goes behind the net. Under 6 minutes left to go. Team Goose trying to work. And that's the second time that we even checked that for a review. Obviously, the officials can't use our review. They can't go off whether I say it's a goal or not. But just for the people back home, again, we didn't get the replay in time. But TGF trying to go back the other way. Maybe puck does not lie. We shall see. Working in, saved by Werber. Chance working through the slot, trying to get this off, but it just goes too far. Change on for TGF. Spinning through Gallucci. Chance, shot wide. XHP trying to recover. Crossing in. We don't have a camera right now. Looks like it turned off for a second. We had a connection issue earlier, but I don't know exactly what happened there. I'll have to keep you posted on this. We've got the score bug for now. See if our camera went dark here, so apologies for the technical difficulties here. So we'll kind of radio this as TGF trying to work back the other way. Chance right out in front of backhanded opportunity went through the legs. Now taking it back on the left side. We've got camera back in here. Okay, good. We're good. We got the camera. The camera is alive. Don't you worry. Thank you, Andrew, for fixing that. I don't know what you did, but it's back. So only about 15 seconds of no camera. I almost had to go radio there. That would have been tough. Puck drifts back behind in the defensive zone. Taken to the neutral zone now. Crossing in on the blue line. Circle, play, kicked out. 4 minutes left in this contest. So for TGF, you've got to start seeing those goals as soon as possible. They almost had a chance in front of Werber here as that's sent down. Tapping on the glove now. .350. And he'll cover it up. Just want to confirm from our review booth here in Newark, New Jersey. It was definitely not a goal before. Because I saw it live. I didn't think that it was a goal at all. I thought it was just sitting in the crease and they cleared it. It turns out my suspicions were correct. So we should have kept playing on there. And that's a great pass and they score off of that. Wow. So that's a pretty sure goal. No need for a review there. And that makes it 8-6. It was right off the face-off, too. No need for a review. Just sent that right in. So 8-6. XHP still on top. They'll go offside. Well, TGF, 3:32, 2-goal deficit. As John Campomanosi finishes the hat trick, as the goal goes to him. covered up, and this clock, the clock did not run. Clock didn't go, so that was some untimed hockey, as far as I can tell. So our game clock is a tad behind now. And the clock does resume. So back with 3:27 here. Trying to something through. The net came off. Net came off. Waiting for a whistle as the net came off. The net is currently off. And we're still going. There we go. Now we'll get a penalty. We'll get a slashing penalty or tripping penalty. We'll get a trip here. So that's why it took the time it did. They were waiting for that play there. I didn't see it. I didn't get a replay on that. So I missed that play. So we'll get a penalty shot coming up as John Campomenosi will have an opportunity. It's McClinsky wearing a Campomenosi jersey. Winding through. And it's saved by Werber. And he just shrugs his shoulders saying, what was that? Tried to take it slow, did he? But Werber, the experienced netminder, able to stuff that puck away. So that would have been a huge goal, made it a 1-goal deficit, but you got the penalty opportunity there. Couldn't convert it. And then TGF. Trying to handle here. Now Galante, XHP, looking for a dagger here in the late going. Sent in. Kenny's able to get rid of that off of his pads. Now here comes the rest of XHP. Can't get that through the slot. Backhanded pass, looking on the far side now. Trying to make something work here. TGF trying to complete one of the best comebacks in JPL history near the end of the year. Could shake up some standings a tad as well. Crossing the blue line now is XHP, though. Again, another goal would just about do it. You also have to talk about when will you pull your netminder. High slot shot. There's a pass, though. It's stuffed through, and he scores! Bounces off of the post and in. And that might be a dagger for XHockey Products. Nine to 6 score. Just careened in off that inside post. Done. Here's a chance now. Working through. And can't get that to go. 34 shots now for XHP. Taking it back now. XHP looking for their 10th goal of the night. What a filthy move. Trying to loft it up over Kenny. Unsuccessful, though. And now Kenny's got to come out eventually. Sent in on the circle just off of the inside post. A lot of post play. We've had reviews. We've had controversy. This has been a great hockey game. Now taking over. Whalen, the star, working. Saved by Kenny on the squeeze. TGF weaving. Looks like they're going to not do the whole pull Kenny thing. He's thinking about, he's on one knee. Just keeping an eye over there for you. With under 1:30 left to go. Working into the point. TGF trying to get another goal before they maybe go that direction. On the far side. He's got a wide open opportunity against him. Stick is gone, and it's stuffed back through, and he scores. So that makes it 10-6. And that just about does it with 1:09 left to go in this contest. As XHP, XHockey Products, 1:06 away from doing it. It was on the rebound there. Taking full possession of a regular season title in the pro division of the JPL. Great season they've had. Right now they add another +4 to their goal differential, make it +15. Again, the only team in the pro division. They lost early in the opening week, but have just been dynamite ever since. Team Goose Foundation Working through, shuts it in, and saved by Werber. With 40 seconds left. 10-6. Bouncing off, handed down. He's got Sordillo. Sordillo, empty cage now, and he will score. So that'll make it 11-6. The clock continues to run, and now it stops. So we've got a goal, and the clock continues to run, and we may just call it a day here. 11-6. And that'll do it. So XHockey Products, regular season title goes to them. They take the top seed in the Pro Division, and they await the results tomorrow to see if Top Line will tie things up in the bottom of the standings to see who they will play. 11-6 is your final. Night 2 of this 4-day set is over. And XHockey Products takes it 11-6 here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Hat-trick for Campaminozzi, but that will do it. And we will see you another time. Thank you so much for tuning in. 11-6 is your final, and we will see you again another time.